like a boss.
All right, ladies, this is Alex on Mindful Attraction 2.0. And this is the group coaching session that I was supposed to do yesterday, but I got sort of sidetracked because where I live, a whole bunch of people came and I couldn't do it there. So I can't do it live. And some of the people who that wanted to do it live can't do it live no more because they won't be there. So I only have a few questions to answer because some of them wanted to it be sent privately. But for next time, it's going to be live and it's going to be more interactive, right? So the first question comes from somebody. I can't say the name, right? P. Jimenez, right? I can't say the name. So it says, so my boss and I have a mutual attraction towards each other. This is crazy because I've been working there with him for almost 4 years, and we didn't start really flirting until 2 months ago. We both liked each other. We both talked about this and agreed it was wrong and that we could not move forward and that we need to stop flirting. Yeah, like that fucking works. However, it's easier said than done, and it's harder to hide how we both feel, of course. He is much older than I am, but he drives me crazy. Although he does look for me in person while at work and chases me there, he tends to go cold sometimes. When he does this, I play into his game and then go cold myself, and that's when he chases me again. We have talked on the phone at night. This is the only time this is only after I text him every time that I want to talk to him. He then reaches out to me within 2 hours max. Although the attraction and affection is there, I don't know what to do so he can ask me out. I have even asked him to transfer me to another department, which he refuses to. So if you want somebody to ask you out, it's very simple. You just have to be free a lot. I don't know what you've done, but if a guy likes you and he wants to make a move, all you have to do is just be available. That simple, right? If he doesn't get the hint, be more available. If he doesn't get the hint, be more available. For example, let's say you're talking to him, he's like, hey man, what you gonna do later on today? You be like, oh, rather than say, I'm gonna be hanging out with my friends. What do you say? Oh, nothing. I don't have much going on. How about you? That simple, right? When you like someone, you're free a lot. It's that simple, right? Or let's say that let's say that he texts you. He's like, so what are you planning to do this weekend? Oh, nothing, just hanging out with my friends, but I don't have much planned. That simple. When a guy likes you, you know what he's going to say? We should hang out. Or for real, you're going to do this? Let's do this. It's that simple. Or another way to get him to ask you out is like this. Find out what he really likes and tell him that you're going to go do it. And then you'll be like, oh, wait a minute. Don't you like doing this? Maybe you should tag along. You see? For example, you have that option of asking him out or just leaving it out there and letting him invite himself. For example, and you be like, let's say I'm your boss, right? And you know I like to play basketball. You'd be like, oh, the Lexus, by the way, this week I'm actually going to this basketball tournament this week. I'm gonna go check out, man. You really like that. I know you like basketball. That's it. Just talk about how you're gonna go to a basketball tournament with some friends, and that's it, right? You have the option of saying, by the way, if you want to, you could come tag along. You could do that, right? But I know you want him to ask you out. So just say that you're gonna be doing that, and just let it be. Don't elaborate too much on it because you want him to make the move. You see? So when you just say that you're gonna be doing that, let him be. If he likes you, he's gonna ask you out. If he doesn't ask you out, then you know what? Then it just means that it's not meant to be because he may have a relationship. He may just be flirting with you because it's fun. If he doesn't ask you out after you being this fucking free all the time and you're doing things that he enjoys doing, then it's not gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that I would do is be free a lot. Tell him that you're gonna do things that he enjoys doing as well, right? So that he could maybe see if he's free. And when you're doing something, when he asks you what are you doing, just be like nothing, not much, just bored, and see what's next. If he invites you out. If he doesn't invite you out, then guess what? He's not gonna invite you out, motherfucker. There's nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that can answer your question. People are like, look at him cursing at his clients. Okay, the next question. Okay, so the question is, what is your take on boyfriends remaining friends with exes, female friends? What is appropriate level of communication for a boyfriend to have with an ex? Social media, phone calls, text hours occur. Embarrassed, but I find myself jealous in this case. Okay, first of all, the only time you should be communicating with your ex if you have kids together. aside from that, no, I don't see that. I don't see that. I mean, there's just why would you want to stay friends with an ex? You don't like him no more, right? It means you feel. I don't see. You only stay friends with an ex. It's very rarely that you stay friends with an ex um, because you like them as a person, right? Usually it's because you feel something for them, or you're waiting for some circumstance to fall into place. I don't see it as a thing, but if he insists on having it, then this is something that you have to deal with it. You have to deal with the consequences. You either deal with it, right, or you put your foot down and set a standard. And if he doesn't want to deal with it, then guess what? Are you gonna put up with that? Is that a deal breaker for you? If it's a big deal breaker because it fucks with your head because he's friends with his ex, then you know what? There's nothing wrong with actually ending it for that. I'm not saying for you to end it, but I'm just saying that I would do that shit too if my ex remained friends with her ex. I would. Heck, you may even notice that if you break up with her, they may get back together. But you can have female friends. Nothing wrong with having female friends. But friends with ex, get the fuck out of here, man. That's not gonna happen. You're gonna be liking his status. Nah, no, thank you. And then you're telling me that are they liking their photos? That's one thing. Okay, you can remain friends on Facebook, but you guys hanging out is the problem. Texting often is the problem. You know, that's just nah. But unless they're friends in work, which they fucked up because you don't shit what you eat, and they have to talk because of some work responsibility. All right, whatever. I don't like it, but whatever. But in that case, in your case, I don't know about this, man. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. There's nothing wrong with being jealous, you know? All right, the next one. Here it is. So it says below, okay. So it says, I was in a relationship at the time when I met this guy. Him approached me first. Fell for him in the first 2 years of knowing him while still in my relationship. How dare you? Which he was in. Over the 4 or 5 years of knowing him, once a year, every year, he stopped speaking to me abruptly for months at a time with no explanation, blocking me from WhatsApp and changing his number. We had mad chemistry, but never had sex as I was still in a relationship. He never showed me empathy for the time he ghosted me. We just started. Let me see. Okay. He never showed empathy for the time he ghosted me. We just started back speaking as though nothing ever happened for the most part. I've met both of his parents and been over to their home several times. He even mentioned on more than one occasion having kids with me. But the huge irony in this situation is that he never expressed, maybe once, how he felt for me or what he wanted out of the relationship with us. Okay. He never showed empathy because of me. Okay. I met both of his parents and been over. Wow, you've been over his house. And okay. The last time he ghosted me was a year ago. We had hung out that week, and it was the next week, and I told him I missed him, and he responded, "You make me cringe when you speak like that. You act like though we are something, and that is not the case." He went on to say, "I don't have those levels of emotion towards you anymore, and now I just feel dirty," and changed his number again. Whoa, Alex, what do you make of this guy, and what is his intentions? Thanks a million. Get the fuck out. What the fuck? Like, he clearly blocked you. I mean, he shows no empathy because he doesn't like you. I mean, I'm not gonna elaborate on this any longer. He clearly doesn't like you for some reason, and don't even try to find why. I mean, trust me, it's not worth it, because when you try to find why, you're gonna like him more. You know. So his intention is that he doesn't want anything with you. I don't care what his intentions were, because it doesn't help with the present moment. Because if you find out that he ruined the relationship, it's just gonna make you feel shitty. What matters is now, and now is that he doesn't want you in his life anymore. He clearly told you that, you know? Something in you is reacting. Something in you is willing to forgive him for saying that. Something that if somebody else told you that, you would not forgive. With him, you are. And it's because you like him. So, but it's better right now to let him go right now, because if you continue this trying to get him back, and then let's say he does like you, and let's say you do get together, it's going to be a very bad cycle, because sometimes the way you start a relationship is pretty much how it's going to be. If you start negatively, it's going to keep being negatively. If it starts good, it could go either way. You know what I'm saying? But if it starts negatively, it's a fucking sign, you know? So I would stop this, man, because this guy, don't bother him anymore. He clearly doesn't want you to bother him. I'm sorry for saying that, but it's what it is. We've all been there. We've all been the creep before. I've been the creep. We've all been the creep at one point in time. All right. So next question. Okay. Alex, if you want to have a balanced relationship, one where he feels like a man but has invested something so he won't be bored and leave due to not investing his energy into being an equal partner, like an oxymoron. How should money be handled if you make more than guy but don't mind being generous? Oh, that's a... As in paying for dinner, trip, and choice of present, especially if you are attracted but a bit older than him by 10 years. I'm 41, he's 31. Also, I have a degree and more money than he has a stable... more money. He has a stable job, lower salary, and no degree. I don't care much about it, but you know, guys, how a guy has to feel like a guy. One, how do I balance in the dating pursuit so he doesn't feel devalued? And two, maintain a relationship in the serious stage if he becomes serious. Okay, Janice. One thing is that you have to, if that's the case, then if he cannot support you financially, you gotta find a way for him to support you emotionally. Then in this case, you want to orchestrate emotional weakness, because you want to feed him his masculinity. Because think about it, what does providing for the woman does? It fulfills a masculine role. He feels masculine, so that's the emotion he wants to feel, right? So if you find a way to make that happen, then it could work out. So one of the things is that for future reference, don't look too independent. Don't look too independent. Do not look too independent. At least show some emotional vulnerability, emotional weakness, and express it that you need emotional weakness. Express it you need some form of support. So you gotta find a way to make him feel needed, and in that case, you want to orchestrate weakness. If you're not weak, if you have no weakness, for example, feel depressed, act like you're depressed, and let him comfort you. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Orchestrate moments when he needs to rescue you. I would recommend you watching the video, how to make your man, let me see, what's the video called? It's right here. How to make a man feel, one second, masculine, one second. I'm trying to find the video so I could put it here. Masculine, MA 2.0. I think it's how to empower your man or something like that. Empower. I'm trying to get this here. Okay, let me see. Let's see, which one is it? Okay, there's this video. It's called How to Empower You, Man. There you go. You can watch that video. That'll help you out with that. And also how to never lose power in relationships. 25 ways to never lose power in your relationships. It'll help you out with that case. And also how to seduce, you could watch that one, right? So that's one thing, is that how do I balance in dating and pursuit so he doesn't feel devalued? So that's one way I would do it is, first of all, don't flaunt your wealth, okay? Don't flaunt your wealth. Actually diminish your wealth. Lower it down a bit. If you could do it, man, don't go too much fancy places. You gotta lower that shit. That's what I would recommend. I would try your best to downgrade how much you really earn if you haven't done it already, right? And another thing is, again, make it known to him that your life isn't as awesome as he thinks. You see, make it known to him that you value at certain aspects that's not money. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta let him know that you value whatever he provides for you, which in this case, you acting like you need emotional support or even his masculinity. You be like, hey, I need you to help me fix this. Orchestrate those fucking moments. You see what I'm saying? Don't be too strong around that kind of guy. Maintain a relationship in the serious stage if it becomes serious. So how to maintain it serious? That's a loaded question, man. That's a loaded question. I mean, that's a loaded question. That's a question that requires a video in and of itself. You see what I'm saying? Let me see. Give me 1 second. There's some things that the Lexus cannot answer in the moment sometimes, You see. Well, in this case, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit this section. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to post a link to a video that talks about that, because that's a question that just got me, that threw me off base for that 1 second. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put a video on the link below that will help you guys out with that video. Okay. I don't try to act like I know everything. Yeah. So that's one thing. Okay. So next question. I think that's it. Yeah. The other ones I couldn't do it. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Janice. Sorry about that last part. That last part is just because it just goes to when you're asking maintaining a relationship. There's so many things that go into that. You see what I'm saying? So then I'm just gonna post a video that talks about specifically that on the link below, so you can watch it. Okay. Anyways, this is Alex from mindforattraction.org. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I could have put out a lot more questions, but again, some of them chose not to put it on the video because they wanted it to be live, and I understand. I completely understand. Anyways, take care and have a great day. Bye bye.